Hello everyone, this is another book review. I'm going to be reviewing The Fourth Reich, Klaus, Barbie and the Neo-Fascists. This book was released in 1984 by renowned authors Magnus Linklater, Isabel Hilton and Neil Ascherson. They also released a book the following year in 85, The Nazi Legacy, Klaus, Barbie and the International Fascist Connection. This book specifically and primarily talks about Klaus Barbie, who is well known to be a Nazi criminal. This book dives into his childhood and how his father was injured in the First World War, and how that impacted Klaus enormously. Klaus Barbie witnessed the occupation of the Rhineland in 1923 and the rise of National Socialism. He himself joined the Nazi Party, and specifically in 1934, he first witnessed the suppression of Jews and the total domination of the Nazi Party. Klaus Barbie's potential was observed by the Nazis, and they utilized him, and he was very smart, and they stationed him in different locations in Germany. That's before World War II. In World War II, he was stationed in Amsterdam, and from there atrocities were documented. He started to participate in the deportation of Jews and the capture of resistant members. He left Holland in 1942, went to France, and when he was 29, he took charge of the Gestapo in Lyon. He continued his criminal activities by serving the Nazis, arrested Jews, utilized collaborators in France, and killed a lot of resistant members. He formed a 40-man kill squad specifically for that purpose. He was well known he was feared by the resistance, and because he was responsible in capturing key important people in the resistance. Extracting information brought promotion by the Nazi hierarchy, and he was in charge of areas around Lyon, and after the war, testimonies indicate that he himself took part in torture and killing of Jews. He was known to be a sadist and liked to incite fear in his captures. After World War II, he escaped to Germany and was able to be recruited by the CIC, which were the pre-CIA American intelligence group, and he was a paid agent. They needed to suppress communism, and they utilized Klaus Barbie because of what he possessed in terms of intelligence gathering and expertise in interrogation techniques. But in 1951, countries such as France and Germany were demanding for ex-Nazis to be captured and put to trial. So the Americans were very uncomfortable, and they smuggled Klaus Barbie to South America. In Bolivia, he opened up a small business to support himself and his family. He also coordinated with ex-Nazis living back then in Bolivia. Klaus Barbie established connections with the Bolivian hierarchy and became a military government consultant. He gained a lot of influence, and he indulged in arms smuggle, and along with ex-Nazis and neo-fascists who traveled all the way from Europe, took part in 1980 in a coup to overthrow the democratic government, and they succeeded. In the early 1980s, news agencies and countries such as Britain, France, and Germany were demanding specifically for Klaus Barbie to be tried in Europe. Bolivia accepted European demands for Barbie's extradition and was taken back to France to face trial. Final thoughts. This book is one of the best books I ever read. It is absolutely well researched. It's just a joy to read, and to think about in the 80s, where the lack of internet and instant information, availability of information, to actually make sure that every document is reviewed, and it's just testimonies, documentations, libraries, all of these sources that the authors utilized to produce this book. It's just so appreciated, and I can't wait to read the book in the following book which was released in 1985. I highly recommend this book. It's a joy to read, and it's a gem, really. Yep, that's it from me, and I'll see you in another book review.